talk about mere words. We will determine that feelings and moods can be shown in texts by using voice. We will determine that feelings and moods can be shown in texts by using voice. Thank you. By using voice. Why do you think for feelings and moods I was like, feelings and moods? Why did I do that? What is that? What is a feeling and a mood? Jaden, I'm going to listen to him. Let's listen. I can't hear Jaden. Oh, so you're feeling like if you're having a bad day, you might have a bad mood, like mood, right? So we're going to talk about feelings and moods. And we talked about characters yesterday, right? Right, Countess? We talked about characters. We talked about the internal and the external traits of characters, right? And we talked about how they change from the beginning to the end of the story. So what were the internal character traits that we talked about that changed sometimes from the to the end? What were those? They were the thoughts and the feelings. And how did we know how they were thinking and how they were feeling? How could we figure it out? We looked in the story and we saw what? We saw how they were talking and we saw like what they were doing. So we could tell how they thought and how they felt by how they spoke and by what they did. So this leads me to our essential question, our big question we're going to think about the whole lesson is, how does the author's use of voice affect us as readers? Okay? So hold it in your brain, put it in your brain. How does the author's use of voice affect us as readers? All right, so let's look at our agenda. Did we go over our objective? We did. What was it? We will determine how feelings and moods can be shown in text by using voice. Perfect. Okay. So now this is where I do it. I'm going to talk to you. So what do I need to see? I need you to look, listen, and learn. Okay? So I want to see everybody's eyes. Okay? So I want you to get out your reading journal and a pencil. Okay? What are you getting out? Reading journal. And a pencil. 10, 9, 8, 7. I love how this table's already ready. They got it opened up. They're going to write voice as the title. 6, 5, 4, 3. Everybody's on track. That's a smiley. 2, 1. Does she need to take her kids? No. Oh, okay. All right. Voice. If you see a word and it's underlined, what should you do? If you know that you typically have in your bucket something to glue in, I want you to get it. So you should look, if you know that you typically have something to glue in your journal, find yours and glue it in. Do y'all usually have something to glue in your journal? You do? I think you guys write it every time. You write it every time. If you are the person that gets the paper to glue in your journal, then you know where it is. Does everybody do it, or does some people write the whole thing? You know which person you are. Think. Use your mind. Do you typically write all the words? Yes, you do. So you're going to be the one who writes. Some people glue. Some people write. You write, Jason. Voice is how an author expresses feelings or moods. What is voice? What is voice? How an author expresses feelings or moods. Did you get more than one, Trey London?
No, we only got 2.
Okay. I'll grab you a different one. It's fine. So you're filling in the words. You don't need scissors. You're just going to put it in your journal. Voice is what? You need a glue? Go get a bucket. Voice is how an author expresses a feeling or mood. By using what? Special word choices. By using what? Special word choices. Make your paper look like mine. Voice allows the writer's personality. What is a personality? If you're funny, do you think your writing would be funny? If that's your personality?
Yes.
So, voice allows the writer's personality to come out in their writing. Yes. Writings with voice are filled with emotion. Voice is how an author expresses what? A feeling or a mood. Voice allows the writers what to show? Voice allows the writer's personality to come out in their writing. Wonder why somebody would want their personality to come out in their writing. That's interesting to think about. Thank you, Andrew, for checking back. Okay, you have 1 more minute. Voice is how the author shows what? Feelings or moods. What do? They show our feelings and moods by what? Their word choices. They pick words. They pick special words that show their feelings and their moods. Wonder how they're going to do that. I can't wait to see. Voice allows the writer's personality to come out in their writing. What does that mean? The writer's personality. If they're funny, do you think that their writing will be funny? Yes. If they are sad, do you think their writing will be sad? Yes. Yeah. What if they're like super pumpy and happy? Do you think their writings would be pumpy and happy? So the writer's personality comes out. What do y'all think about that poem with the crayons? Do you think maybe that person was like loved crayons and was super excited about the thought of picking a crayon out of the bag? Yeah. So that's the author's personality showing. What do you think, Chris? The author's personality shows? Writings with voice are filled with what? Emotion. They are happy or sad, right? Happy or sad. So, let's think about some emotions that we know of. What are some moods or feelings that an author could express? Moods or feelings. Let's write some down. What do we have? Jasmine. Mad. So we have mad. What are some other moods or feelings? Keontes. I love how he was raising his hand. Mood or feeling? Happy. Okay. What you got? Sad. Let's think of some synonyms, some big, happy, or sad words that mean the same thing. Depressed. What else? Brianna. Grumpy. I love how Brianna was raising her hand and being patient. Trey London. Angry. So there's lots of moods and feelings that a character. One more, Jaden. Nervous. That's one we didn't have already. Nervous. So there's feelings and moods we can have. And the author can show us that they're feeling that way by the choices of words that they use. So just like always, we have our steps. Are y'all ready, Chris? Yeah. You ready? Are you looking? Are you listening? And are you learning?
Yes.
Step 1. Read the text. Step 1. Read the text. Step 2. Look for words that show emotion. Underline it. Look for words that show emotion. Underline it. What? Okay, now listen to me. Step 3. Use your evidence to describe the feeling or emotion. Use your evidence to describe the feeling or emotion. Okay? Use your evidence. What is the evidence? The stuff you underlined to show the feeling or emotion. Okay? So, I want you to look and listen and learn because now I am going to do it. And you're going to pay very close attention how I use my evidence to show how they were feeling or what their emotion was. Are y'all ready? Okay. Here we go. Today was a great day. First, I spent 2 hours staring at the wall. It was so much fun. Woohoo! Next, I cleaned my room because I had nothing else to do. What a blast that was. Finally, I counted the specks of paint on my ceiling until I fell asleep. Being grounded is totally my favorite thing. Now, step 1. Step 1 is read the text. Step 2. Look for words that show emotion. Underline it. So I need to look for words that show emotion and underline it. So I have, today was a great day. Today was a great day. It must be happy. They must be happy. They must be because it says it's a great day. But wait, I have to read the whole thing, don't I? I spent 2 hours staring at the wall. Wait a minute. Does that sound like happy? I'm not happy if I'm doing that. It was so much fun. Well, there's another one of those. It means they're happy, right? Next, I cleaned my room because I had nothing else to do. What a blast that was. Finally, I counted specks of paint on the ceiling until I fell asleep. Being grounded is totally my favorite thing. Well, I'm thinking that the feeling or the emotion that they're showing is sarcasm. Do y'all know what sarcasm is? That's when you say something and you actually mean the opposite. Okay? So, if I say it's so hot outside and it's freezing, am I being serious? No, it's cold. But when you make a really big deal, you exaggerate it, but you mean the opposite, it's called sarcasm. Are they actually happy they're grounded? No. I had to read the whole thing to figure that out, though. Okay, so this emotion was sarcasm. So I need to write sarcasm. So how can I make a sentence? Because what's my third step? I have use your evidence to describe the feeling or emotion. So that's what I have to do. Use my evidence to show the feeling or emotion. So this character was feeling sarcastic. They were not happy to be in their room bored without their phone. So this character